Hi guys, it's Ben from the Bearded Weaver again. I was just going to show you a video of the overshot warp that we was putting on the last time. This is what it's looking like currently. The pattern is the classic Kentozga bag and change purse. It came from Webb's. The yarn we're using is Valley Yarns from Webb's. So first, before typically with overshot, you use a temple. Some people call them cloth stretcher, either way. But you put it pretty close to the fell line. It's already set to the width that it needs to be at. And you just set it at there and lock it. I may have it a little closer, too close to that fell line. Let me rewind that. And you want to move your temple about every inch or so. That's why some people don't like the temple, is that it typically slows you down a little bit because you have to move it about every inch or so. So when I do overshot, I'll write the pattern out in a notebook and just tick it off as I do the picks. Some other tricks that I do typically with overshot is I have for the right side of the fabric, I have the right pedal for tabby, and for the left side of the fabric, I do the left tabby pedal treadle, so that way I know that if I'm hitting the wrong treadle, I know that depending on what side I'm on, what treadle I should be hitting. Also, I do odds on this side and evens on this side, so if I'm doing a pick that is a number 2 on this side, then I know something's incorrect and I have to check the pattern and try to correct it. So I always throw my picks where the odds are on this side and evens are always on the left side. It's just the way I was taught. It's always easier. So what I'm doing currently is the blue on this black, which is, I'm really liking the fabric. I think it's turning out really nice. And then the next bag is going to have this neon green for the pattern color. Both of those are some Valley Yarns. And then, of course, the black, the warp color, is going to be your the tabby yarn. So typically what I do is just follow the treadle sequence. Throw at an angle, and I do beat at on a closed shed. I was told to beat on a closed shed, and I was always taught to beat on a closed shed because it holds your weft at an angle, and it's not able to move. So that way you don't get as much draw in. So with overshot, as we know, it's a 2-pick for one pattern. So I just did treadle number 1, which is the pattern. So now I will do the tabby, which will be the right treadle, and throw the tabby. Again, close shed, and then just do a beat. And then there you go. And then I'll just take the pin, mark it off, and then I'll do number 2. Same thing, throw it at an angle to avoid some draw in. Give it just, overshot does not, what I was always taught, so my knowledge is, overshot does not like a heavy beat because it distorts the pattern. So I just give it a light beat. You're not trying to make a rug, so you don't have to beat the tar out of it. I really like overshot. It's probably one of my most favorite weave structures out there. A lot of the colonial coverlets and stuff you'll see was overshot. So it's been very popular for very many years. But like I said, you just follow the treadle sequence. I have it written here, or the treadle sequence is here for reference if I need it. But I typically like to write it down and follow and do a tick mark as I finish them so I don't lose track of where I'm at. But 2 throws, 2 picks per what the tabby does is an overshot. Overshot has too many floats. Sorry, my mind just went blank. It has too many floats in it. So what the tabby does is it kind of stabilizes that, so you have a more stable fabric and a more usable fabric. But I just wanted to show you guys, this is what the blue looked like with it. I was really pleased with that blue. The temple that I'm using is a Glamarka, or Glamarka, I'm never sure how to say that. But it's a company from Sweden. It's a wooden one. I like it. It's got really sharp teeth. So if you use one, be real careful. They do like to bite. You get them in different sizes. This one is, I want to say 18 to 24. Maybe around that. But you just get one depending on what width of fabric. You lay it up against the reed. Measure it off to see where you want it. And then you lock it into place. And then it's ready to go. Each time you move it. You don't have to reset the size of your temple every time. It's locked into place. The only time you have to change it is if you change the width of your fabric. So, but thank you for watching, and you guys have a great day. And if you like, you can like and subscribe. We'll be posting more videos. The next one will probably be, I'll show you guys what that green will look like when I get to it. I have about 5 more repeats on this one, and then I'll be starting the green. You guys have a great day. Thank you for watching.